going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the Premier League live watch-along of the game between Manchester City and Chelsea in the Premier League. It's first playing second. It's a big game. What's going on this game? With a 10-point gap for Manchester City at the top of the Premier League. Chelsea can reduce that down to 7 and make it very achievable and gettable for them to try and mount a title challenge. Manchester City win this game. We'll go 13 points ahead of Chelsea with 16 games to play. Makes life very difficult for Chelsea, and arguably you could rule out Chelsea out of the title race. So this is a gargantuan game in particular for Chelsea in this game, and so very interesting. With a home team, we're at the Etihad Stadium. The whole eyes of the world are on this game. It's a repeat of the Champions League final from last season too. These are two excellent teams going toe for toe once more, and I am looking forward to this game. But before I do crack on with this live watch along, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. The aim, once more, is 22,000 subscribers. We're now less than 400 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too, if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this live watch along. Once more, the aim is 100 likes. We're already a quarter of the way there, which is fantastic, so thank you everybody for that. We're on 25 likes. We're 75 likes away from my target of 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game, or the live chat is rolling if you want to go and leave your thoughts in the live chat. We've got a weigh-in on the chat. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got Seamus tuning in once more as well. Much appreciated. Let's get ready to rumble. Big game, this one. Thanks very much, Seamus, for tuning in once more. Another regular here on the JSGC channel, Matty971. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. He's going for a 3-1 victory today for Manchester City for his score prediction. So do let me know your score prediction in the live chat. Abeng, thanks very much for tuning in as well. I'd love to know what you're saying there. Unfortunately, I don't speak the language that you are, so I do apologise for that. Team as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Hello, I do hope that you are well, and thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you everybody so far for interacting with me. It is much appreciated. Anyway, let's move on to the last bit of the promos, and we're going to crack on with having a look at the teams, what direction I think this game might go in, and all the talking points pre-match for this game. So I wanted to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, OneFootball. The OneFootball link is at the top of my description. It's also in the live chat as well if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, and all your good footballing needs. I will be using the OneFootball app to provide all of the latest score updates from around the ground at half-time and full-time, as well as all the latest information from this game, including all the latest statistics that I'll go through at half-time and full-time as well. OneFootball also keeps you up to date with the latest football news and transfer news as well. It's one of many places that I go to get my source of information for my transfer update. It's a brilliant app to go and download. It's free. Downloading the OneFootball app through my link, which is at the top of my description in the live chat, does help to support the future content created here on my channel, so I'd appreciate if anyone did go and download that. I've also got my promo video, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world, if you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It is much appreciated. Like I said, if you want to go and download the OneFootball app, the link is at the top of my description, and it is a free app to download. Owen, good morning as well. Thank you for tuning in. Mixed, helping to moderate the chat. Hello, thanks for tuning in once more. Much appreciated. Team going for 3-2 to Manchester City. David going for an emphatic 6-0 victory for Manchester City. Wow. MCFC Bulls going for a 3-0 victory for Manchester City. And Owen going for a 2-1 victory for Manchester City as well. Seamus already got the OneFootball app. It's a brilliant app. I'm sure he'll be able to vouch for that. Jodel, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm hoping we're going to defend well. Nervous? I'm not nervous for this game. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to us showing once more what we are capable of doing. So we're going to head on to the OneFootball app. Today's video sponsor, already got it up on my phone. Jodel going for a 1-0 victory to Manchester City. I'm going to vote for who I think is going to win this game, which I'm voting for Manchester City, which 52% of people who have voted on this game, out of 136,000, have voted 52% in favour of Manchester City, 7% of people going for a draw, and 41% going for a Chelsea victory. As I said in my preview to this game, if you fancy that Chelsea might be able to cause an upset here, 4-1 on Sky Bet if you want to go and bet on that, but that's not my recommendation. Anyway, let's get on with the talking points for this game. Let's speak about the teams. Let's go to our opponents first today, and that is Thomas Tuchel's men, Chelsea, starting with Kepa in goal. I'm going to presume Mendy. Is he injured? I don't know where he is, but anyway, he's not featuring. It's Kepa in goal, going for a back three of Thiago Silva, Antonio Rudiger, and also Malang Sarr. Obviously, Andreas Christensen tested positive for COVID, which was announced yesterday, so he misses out on this game. They're going for two holding midfielders, Kovacic and also N'Golo Kante. They're going with Cesar Azpilicueta as their right wing-back, Marcos Alonso as their left wing-back, with Ben Chilwell being injured on the left and Reece James injured on the right, so it's Azpilicueta and Alonso that are given the nod in this game. And then they're going with a front three of Hakim Ziyech, which I'm presuming is going to go on the right-hand side, Christian Pulisic on the left-hand side, and it looks like it's going to be Romelu Lukaku who's going to be leading the line here for Chelsea. And what Lukaku needs to do more than ever is press and cause problems. If he's going to be lazy and just sit at the top of that Chelsea line and just trot around not doing anything, Chelsea are going to get ripped to shreds. So he needs to have a really good game here for Chelsea. And after the comments that he'd made last month, which were made public this month, about him missing Inter Milan and he didn't really want to join Chelsea, boy, he needs to put in a good performance here. On the bench for Chelsea, a surprise. Mason Mount not included in the starting 11, but on the bench, Kai Havertz as well, Timo Werner, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Marcus Bettinelli, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Saul Niguez, Jorginho and Ross Barkley. That's a very, very good bench by Chelsea. And I found it very ironic that Thomas Tuchel had the cheek in the build-up to this game saying City haven't been affected as much by COVID. They've not felt the implications of it like the rest of us. That's why Man City are top of the league. Look at the Chelsea bench. Let me compare it right now with the Manchester City bench. Manchester City's bench for today: Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, Zack Steffen, Fernandinho, Ruben Dias, Romeo Lavia, Ilkay Gundogan, James McAtee, Luke Mbete and Gabriel Jesus. 4 young players on there because of COVID. We haven't got the depth that we normally do. Excuse me. So yeah, I find it very, I was going to say ironic, but no, I find it very moronic from Thomas Tuchel for this game with the comments that he's made. But there we go. Anyway, that's the Chelsea team. I suspect they're going to be looking to cover the gaps. I'm surprised Mason Mount and Kai Havertz don't start. I'd have started them if it was me, but there we go. We'll see what implications that has on Chelsea throughout this game. Now, the Manchester City starting 11 for today is Ederson in goal, which is good news. Kyle Walker right back, Joao Cancelo left back. The big call is John Stones and Aymeric Laporte. They start as City's 2 centre-backs today. Ruben Dias, he's on the bench. Don't really know why. I'm going to presume maybe he's had a little nick or something in training. I don't know. Maybe Aymeric Laporte and John Stones have been brilliant in training, and because of that, they've been given the nod. I don't know. I'm excited to see that partnership, though. We don't normally see that partnership, so we'll see what they're going to do. The familiar faces of Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield for Manchester City today. We're going with an attacking three, Raheem Sterling on the right. I'm going to presume Jack Grealish on the left, and Phil Foden going through the middle for Manchester City. Nice to see a lot of our senior first-team players started to come back after they were isolating after testing positive for COVID last week, and they couldn't play in that game against Swindon Town last Friday night. And like I said, the bench for City is Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, Zack Steffen, Fernandinho, Ruben Dias, Romeo Lavia, Ilkay Gundogan, James McAtee, Luke Mbete, and Gabriel Jesus. I think Jesus is unlucky to miss out. Ilkay Gundogan, he's unlucky to miss out. I also think Ruben Dias is very unlucky to miss out as well. But when you've got three top quality centre-backs, someone's always going to miss out. John Stones hasn't played that many minutes for City over the last month or so, with him just coming back from injury. So it's good to have him back, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in this game. Elsewhere for the talking points there, Nathan Ake and Cole Palmer, they're not in the squad. Apparently they've got little knocks, so they're not featuring. I don't know whether they've tested positive for COVID or not. If they have, then speedy recovery to them. If not, then speedy recovery anyway with their little knocks that they have got. But a very strong team from Manchester City, and a very strong team from Chelsea as well. And I'm really looking forward in 13 minutes time when that whistle goes at the start of this game, when we're going to have two fantastic football teams with two completely different styles of play going toe for toe with each other to show everybody around the world what they can do. My score prediction for this game, I'm going for a 2-1 victory for Manchester City. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. Fingers crossed we do. I hope we do. I don't think we will. I think this will be a very narrow game with a 1-goal deficit between the two teams here, and I'm backing Manchester City to win this game. And like I said in my preview, outsider, I'm going for Joao Cancelo to bag himself a goal for this game. Matty, sorry to hear that, was meant to be at the game, isolated instead from last Saturday, done a lateral flow test for COVID this morning, and there's a faint line, he's nearly allowed out. Near enough the same exact situation with me. My positive test came Monday of the week that's just gone by. My isolation period, the 7 days that you're allowed, is nearly over as well. I just posted on Twitter, I was offered free tickets to go to this game, and I'm devastated that I've had to say no, that I can't go, that I'm isolating instead. So an opportunity was there, and an opportunity that unfortunately, due to the situations that we're in, I cannot take. But here I am instead, able to do a live watch-along, and thankfully, I've got my health. I'm very grateful for that I'm able to sit here and do this live watch-along instead for you guys. And just like Matty there, my isolation period very nearly at an end as well. And I've been keeping everybody up to date day by day with my COVID update. We're up to day 6 now of my COVID update. And I'd probably say it's probably the best that I've felt in over a week or so. Really, not feeling as tired, not as much of a headache, not as energy drained, not 100% most certainly, but my body, I can feel it recovering and getting better and doing better. The key, keep yourself hydrated, make sure you're getting plenty of rest, keep things ventilated. It's good for fresh air and stuff. If you're not able to go out, you're able to just go in your back garden and things like that, and just staying away from people. It's all good, getting a bit of fresh air into the lungs and everything. And thankfully, hopefully over the worst of it, and by the end of the weekend and into Monday onwards, I'll be good to go to resume everything as normal as the rate that we was going at before I tested positive last Monday. So I'm not the only one that's gone through this. I won't be the first, definitely not going to be the last either. And so yeah, there we go. Penaldo, the taxi driver, going for 3-1 to Manchester City. I like that. MCFC Bulls going for 3-0. Sterling with confidence. He's confident he's going to bag a brace. I'm hoping you're right there, Sterling, of course. Good talking point. Is full of confidence, playing some beautiful football. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jack Grealish can do as well, of course. He hasn't found it easy to come by this season. He's found it very different to what he was expecting at Manchester City. He was expecting to come to City, who play very fast-flowing, attacking football. He was expecting to be scoring even more and assisting even more, and not a bit of it. That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened because it's a shock to the system. The demands at Manchester City, the demands of the coaching staff and Pep Guardiola and of the club as well. It's very different at City than what it is at Aston Villa. Grealish almost has a free reign at Aston Villa when he was there. He's Mr. Aston Villa. He could do what he wants. At City, Big no-no. You cannot do what you want. You have to stick to the systems. And it's all a good learning curve because whilst the stats won't show it, I'll tell you, in 12, 18 months' time, Jack Grealish will be a better player because of it. And he has made the right choice in leaving Aston Villa to come to Manchester City because it is going to help him. It's going to help him to adapt. It's going to help him to become a better player, a more mature player, a player that's going to be playing around some of the best players in the world with the best coaching staffs around him. How can he not become a better player? All he needs to do is listen and learn. He does that 12 to 18 months' time. He'll reap the rewards. I'll guarantee you of that right now. And he's come to Manchester City. He wants to be in England regular. He was on the bench for a lot of the time. People were crying for him to come off the bench to showcase his talent. Fans of other clubs have taken up booing him now because he's taken that opportunity because he wants to be a regular for England. And like I said, right now he maybe feels like that's further away than ever, but that is not the case at all. He's playing for Manchester City. He needs to listen. He needs to learn. He does well. And once he gets his confidence and he adapts to the system, I'm confident, just like Rodri, just like Cancelo, next season will be his season. He'll really grow. It'll become his own. And he'll be able to go from there. And, of course, with Riyad Mahrez, unfortunate as it is that he's out on international duty, so we haven't got him for the next month or so. Great opportunity if Grealish can keep himself fit and COVID-free. Plenty of starting opportunities there for him to go out there and showcase what he can do. And you never know, he may just make that spot his own. And if he does, that would be great news for him. And I'm looking forward. He's got another opportunity here against a class team like Chelsea to showcase his talent and showcase just what he can do. Looking forward to seeing Jack Grealish in this game. I'm hoping he can prove me right. Saul going for 2-0 to Manchester City. That'd be great. Clean sheet, couple of goals. Good to go. 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League. What's not to like? Mixed in. Going for 2-1 to Manchester City and matching my score prediction as well. Drink for today. We're on the Copperberg mixed fruit. Fruity. One of my favourite ciders. Certainly my favourite Copperberg. Last week's one wasn't my favourite with the strawberry mixed fruit. A lot nicer. Thankful with COVID, I've never lost my taste buds. Still there. Good as ever. Got it in a glass with ice just finishing off the bottle here. That's the drink for today and looking forward to that. And glass nice and chilled. Whoa. I'm excited. City playing as well. Saturday, early afternoon. Not ideal for a kickoff, but there we go. Good to go. Ah, that is nice. Mixed, are you doing dry January mixed? I know on your channel you are. Are you personally doing a dry January? Ah, that's nice. Well, that's really nice. I like that. Steve going for 2-1 to Manchester City. I like that as well. Hope you're right. Right, guys, we're on to 42 likes, and that's good going. We're nearly halfway there to my goal of 100 likes. We're only 8 away from being halfway there. So, if you're watching this, please do leave a thumbs up. Let's get to 100 likes ASAP. That would be absolutely sensational. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget as well, social media links there in the description below and on the yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email, that's also in the description and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game or in the live chat. Firstly, score predictions. Let me know. Garnish going for a 1-0 victory to Manchester City. Garnish, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. And also, do let me know where you're tuning in from around the world. I'm nosy. I like to know where everyone's tuning in from. I like that JSGC is an international channel. So do let me know where you're all tuning in from. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, linked at the top of my description and in the live chat. I'm just going to roll my promo video for you guys. Right. We'll move that there. Now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
Thanks very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Like I said, you want to go and download the OneFootball app, link at the top of my description and in the live chat as well. It's a free app to download, keep you up to date with all the latest football, scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, what channel you can view the game on, as well as the latest football news and the latest transfer news as well. It's one source of information of where I get... all of my information for my videos. It's well worth having. It's free. Go and download it. Use my link. That does help to support the future content created here on my channel. DeAndre tuning in from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome, Trinidad and Tobago. Very early there. It's what? 7:30, is it, in the morning? Dedication, I like that. Thanks very much, DeAndre, for letting me know where you're tuning in from. And Mixid, very interesting there. For his channel, doing dry January for himself. No, but not drinking as much. I like that. Remember, if you're going to drink responsibly. As always, be sensible. Know your limits, Mixid. Know your limits. 47 likes, then we're nearly halfway. We're 53 likes away from my goal of 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well, like I said, if you're new around here. Press the red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And today's video sponsor OneFootball, link at the top of my description in the live chat as well. Matty tuning in from Oldham. Thanks very much for tuning in, much appreciated. 48 likes now, nearly halfway. Can we get to halfway before the players come out the tunnel? Chelsea are coming out now. Manchester City are going to follow in a moment. Dad, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated as well. Helping to moderate the chat. Remember the rules. Keep it clean. No spamming. No ruining it for others. Anything like that, we'll see you get a momentary ban. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, please do follow the rules and regulations as Manchester City now are making their way out of the tunnel as well. Dad going for 2-0 to Manchester City. I'm going for 2-1 today to Manchester City for this game. In a sold-out Etihad Stadium for this game. Worth it. I like that. I like that mix-in as we're up to 49 likes now. So players are just lining up. We're nearly ready for kickoff here at the Etihad Stadium between Manchester City and Chelsea. Chelsea have sold out their away end as well. Home end sold out for Manchester City. It's a big do, this one. It's a big deal. It's first place, second. Let's go. Mum, thanks very much for tuning in. As we do hit our halfway like goal, 50 likes now. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're halfway. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Abichal, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thanks for your nice comment there. And tuning in from India. I like that. So we've got Oldham. We've got Trinidad. We've got India in on the room. Thanks very much for everybody for tuning in. Like I said, international here on the JSGC channel. If you're just tuning in, Manchester City starting 11 for today. We're lining up with Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker right back, Joao Cancelo left back. It's John Stones and Aymeric Laporte as our two centre backs. Rodri starting as our defensive midfielder. Alongside him is Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, and a front three of Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish and Phil Foden. Chelsea lining up today with Kepa in goal, Rudiger, Sarr and Thiago Silva as their back three. Two wing-backs they're playing, which is Azpilicueta, who's captain in the side today, and Alonso on the left-hand side. Two holding midfielders in N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic. They're going with Ziyech on the right-hand side, Pulisic on the left-hand side, and Romelu Lukaku leading the line. Kevin De Bruyne, by the way, is Manchester City's captain for today. BT Sport and One Football have both got Phil Foden on the left-hand side and Grealish through the middle. I'm expecting it to be Grealish on the left-hand side and Foden going through the middle, but we'll see how this game goes. I'll keep an eye on that one. Oh, Aaron wants 3 teams for both teams to score. Give me a sec. Right, okay. Newcastle, I'd like first. As we're nearly ready for kickoff here. Give me... Derby County and... Sheffield Wednesday. There you go. There's my 3 teams. As Chelsea are going to get us underway as the players take the knee for this game. Chelsea playing in dark blue shirts, shorts and socks. City playing in sky blue shirts, shorts and socks. Chelsea attacking from right to left and City attacking from left to right as Lukaku gets us underway for this game. Come on, Manchester City. Let's make it 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League. It's not very nice there, Dad. As City get themselves a throw-in very early on here. As Mark's tuning in from Middleton. City to win 1-0 for him. I like that. Thanks very much for tuning in. Middleton, Oldham, they're not too far away from each other. So we've got 2 people living pretty close by. I like that. As John Stones then in possession for Manchester City, bringing City forward. Chelsea part with 3 players inside the City half. City go over long ball over the top towards Raheem Sterling. He picks the ball up. Offside flag stays down. Sterling can twist. Wasn't the greatest pass to Bernardo, but Bernardo does well to find Walker. He moves the ball backwards to John Stones. City now inside the Chelsea half, as momentarily inside their own half through Laporte. City looking to try and exchange a couple of passes. It's not a great pass from Cancelo, intercepted. Lukaku can take control of that now, bringing Chelsea forward. It's a good interception though by Aymeric Laporte, and Cancelo through a deflection can get a throw in for Manchester City on the left-hand side. Chelsea looking for a bit of pressing. Pep Guardiola, nice to see him back on the touchline. Oh, Dad, I'm not too sure that's my picks either. Going for Albion Rovers, Cowden Beef and Stenhousemuir. Walker's done well to keep that on. Stones can get it clear. Sterling does so well under pressure from Sarr. Good passing this from City. De Bruyne looks to try and find that pass. If that was right, Grealish was away. Nearly from City. Bernardo Silva now gets the ball back for City. N'Golo Kante does so well, gets the ball back, and Phil Foden gets his foot ahead. Chelsea still coming away with the ball. Here's Ziyech. Working it backwards. The creator going for 2-0 to Manchester City today. Thank you very much for your score prediction there. And Mudashir tuning in from Uganda, joining India, Trinidad, Oldham and Middleton in the chat. So thanks very much for tuning in there. As the offside flags up against Chelsea, and that'll be a 3 kick to Manchester City. It was Azpilicueta that was offside. Very cold here today in the UK. I've got my dressing gown on. I've got my City shirt on. Look. Underneath. Here's Rodri then to John Stones. To Kyle Walker. Not a great pass. It's straight into the feet of N'Golo Kante, and he can give it to Pulisic as the Chelsea look to try and spring away. Long ball comes forward towards Lukaku, headed down by Laporte and controlled by Stones. Rodri now gives it to Cancelo. Now, I hope I've said your name right there. Hello, thanks for tuning in. Here is Kyle Walker to John Stones. Nice to see Super John Stones. The Barnsley Beckenbauer returning back as Laporte chips the ball over. It's a good ball towards Grealish, and it's ricocheted. It's wide. What was Kepa doing there? Slid in and kicked the ball. I'm not too sure if it was into the shins of Jack Grealish or whether it was into the shins of Azpilicueta there. Was it in the chest of Azpilicueta, I think? It was, yeah, an out of play for a corner, it should be, to Manchester City. Oh, right into the midsection. That's hurt. And anyway, cheap corner here for Manchester City. As I can see a couple of Chelsea fans waving their cringy Champions League balloons that they brought away to City to try and wind up the City fans. De Bruyne with a corner, and it's collected by Kepa. So no harm done there in the first 4 minutes by Chelsea. This is definitely going to be a game that's going to be decided upon who's going to be clinical. Jack Grealish has already made himself known twice with a couple of balls over the top. So good header down, and John Stones can get his foot onto it. Alonso gets the ball from Sarr. Here's Kovacic, a couple of players in space as well. Finds Rudiger, the man linked with a move to Manchester City just earlier this week. Not too sure why City are getting linked. I presume it's just down to trying to get the wage demands of his up. City don't need Antonio Rudiger. We've already got 4 top-class centre-backs already. Here is John Stones, one of them class centre-backs that we've got. Does well. Doesn't do well. He finds a Chelsea player. Commentator's curse there. Here is Rodri. Finds the head towards Phil Foden. Here is Stones now to Walker. City looking for balls over the top. So Chelsea pressing high. Here is Phil Foden. Switches play from the centre to the left. Finds the chest of Cancelo. Here is Jack Grealish. Aymeric Laporte now. To Stones. As we're up to 57 likes, just 43 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. City play a ball forward towards Foden. He's intercepted and out of play for a throw in there to Manchester City. Two teams sussing each other out so far. Chelsea will be sharper, of course, playing more competitive games recently than City. We haven't played a Premier League game, of course, since we played Arsenal on New Year's Day, 14 days ago. That was an early kickoff as well, that City came from behind to win. In a very controversial yet entertaining game, we beat Swindon Town last weekend. It was last Friday night to send us through to the 4th round of the FA Cup, which has seen us draw Fulham as Raheem Sterling does so well, and he's brought down by Alonso. He goes through the back of him there, and that to me may only be 6.5 minutes in. To me, that's a yellow card. I think the City players are letting the referee know that as well, and the yellow card is out there. I think it's Chris Kavanagh that's the referee for today, and Alonso shown the yellow card. Sterling's took it past him, knocked it past him, done him for pace. He's all over him, and the air just drags through the back of him there to make sure Sterling does come down. And a free kick to Manchester City on the edge of the Chelsea penalty area, in a good position here for City to cross the ball in. Between the penalty area and the corner flag, not a shootable range. Aaron going for Peterborough, Pompey and Northampton. Dad then with the ban, I presume, as we're now 41 likes away from 100 likes. So Foden and De Bruyne stood over this. Another opportunity here for City to put something quality into the box. Going to be De Bruyne into the middle, headed clear by Kante. Not the greatest ball that from KDB, if I'm honest. Cancelo gets there ahead of Kante and can give it to Kyle Walker. Here's Foden now. Has to drop deeper to pick the ball up. Sterling looking to try and play on the edge of the last defender, trying to drop a shoulder. Here's John Stones. Sterling now. Looks like he just knocked that past him, and he can't get it through the legs of Kovacic, and he can get it clear now, actually, as well. To Ziyech. SSAFC Engend. I had no idea how you say your name there. Anyway, much appreciated. Thanks for tuning in. Hello. There's Kepa getting pressed by Phil Foden there. Here's Rudiger. Finds Azpilicueta. City putting a squeeze onto Chelsea right next to their own penalty area. Rudiger and Kante does really well finding Azpilicueta. They need to clear the lines here, Chelsea, and eventually they do. They do well to do so. Bernardo Silva finds it, although Alonso picks the loose ball up. Here is Kovacic now. Does well. Does really well. Pulisic it was that picked the ball up. Here's Alonso. 9 minutes in. No shots, is there, at the moment? As we're now 39 likes away from 100 likes as Thiago Silva feeds the ball to Antonio Rudiger. Lukaku trying to play off John Stones, and it looked like he brought him down, but Lukaku now, 3-on-1, Lukaku feeds it in, and it's a poor pass and the offside flags up. He gets that all wrong, Lukaku does. To me, that looked like a free kick in the build-up, but there we go. That was a real opportunity, that, for Chelsea, and dare I say, I feel like no opportunities need to go. Was offside, a poor pass that from Lukaku. And dare I accuse John Stones? It looked like a free kick in the build-up. I don't think it was. He slipped. Pretty poor from City, that. And get away with it. I don't like handball. It is. Nice. Anyway, here is Kepa. Through 10 minutes. Best opportunity of the game and still not a shot. Ball comes forward. Not a good ball and straight out of play for a throw into Manchester City inside their own half. Sarr it was with the ball forward. Here's Ederson now to Aymeric Laporte. Gives it to Cancelo. Grealish. Back to Cancelo. Laporte with the ball. Just goes back to Ederson. City just carefully plotting an opening here. Ederson now to Stones. Gives it to Aymeric Laporte. Here's KDB. Cancelo finds Jack Grealish well on the left-hand side. So it doesn't look like it is Grealish on the left-hand side and Foden through the middle. As Grealish leaves that ball behind and it's out of play for a goal kick there. With some ironic cheers from the Chelsea fans. Through 11.5 minutes, Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. So, everybody, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. We're aiming for 100 likes, so please leave a thumbs up. 38 likes away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. 22k subscribers. That's the aim, less than 400 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. And also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. If you want to go and download the OneFootball app, downloading the OneFootball app through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. That's a good ball forward. Here's De Bruyne. Should keep it in. He's taking a heavy touch and squares it across. Just about kept that in for City. There was no one there in the end. Excuse me. Here is Rodri to Kyle Walker now. Bernardo Silva. Raheem Sterling. Doing well against Alonso. He's already on a yellow card. Good ball from Sterling and needed dealing with by Chelsea. Headed clear by Azpilicueta. Here is Cancelo now. Onto his right foot. Has a shot and it's deflected and out of play for a corner here to Manchester City. Good stuff. Good ball that from Raheem Sterling. He's doing well up against Alonso on that right-hand side. Needed dealing with by Azpilicueta because Jack Grealish was just behind him waiting. Corner taken short. City do eventually get it put in. Good header from John Stones. Best opportunity of the game so far, and it's straight at Kepa. Great ball from KDB. From Sterling. He's desperately unlucky there, Stones. I think Chelsea be asking questions how John Stones was allowed such space as Lukaku wants the ball. That's way too heavy of a pass. Way too heavy of a pass. Thomas Tuchel cannot believe it. Poor pass from Chelsea. The bench are unhappy with that. The backroom staff felt like that was an opportunity there and it was just too heavy for Lukaku. Here is Laporte now for City to Cancelo. Laporte once more. John Stones wants a bit of support on the right-hand side. Rodri makes that run. That finds space for Laporte as Lukaku just stripped off Rodri there. Here is Foden having to drop really deep. And it's a good tackle from Chelsea, although referees deemed it a free kick. Not sure about that one. Dale, thanks for tuning in. Barbados in the room. I like that. Barbados. Jealous. We've got Trinidad, we've got Barbados, we've got India, we've got Middleton and Oldham in the room. Here is John Stones then for Manchester City. Gives it to Aymeric Laporte. Here is Cancelo now. To John Stones. Pushing forward for City. He's got the support of Bernardo Silva. The filed coast in as well, mixed. Here is Cancelo now. To Jack Grealish. Trying to get it onto his right foot. Can. Being protected though by Kante and Azpilicueta. Here is Rodri. Stones. Feeds it into Bernardo. Got nowhere to go. City just working it backwards. They've got nowhere to go. Stones now to Laporte. Gives it to KDB, who's going to push City forward here. Here is Cancelo. Just about keeps hold of it for City. Here is Sterling on the right-hand side. To Kyle Walker. Foden. Does well up against Alonso and Thiago Silva. Sterling with a direct drive into the box. And a good tackle that by Sarr. He wants a goal kick. I think a corner's been given there. Good defending that by Sarr. Always a risky challenge when you're sliding in the penalty area, but it's a good, clean challenge. City's third corner of the game. Foden to take. It's deep towards nobody. It's poor from Phil and out of play for a goal kick to Chelsea. As we're now 35 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And like I said, go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description in the live chat. Downloading OneFootball does help to support the future content created here on my channel if using my link, so please feel free. It's a free app to download. Keeps you up to date with all the latest football scores, results, statistics, live league tables, as well as the latest football news, transfer news, and all your good footballing needs. Well worth having, and it is free. So go and use my link. That does help to support the future content created here on my channel. As Kepa's goal kick is long and out of play for a throw into Manchester City. 17.5 minutes in. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. It's a close game as I was expecting here. Here is John Stones. To Kyle Walker. He gives it back to Stones once more. He finds Ederson on the edge of the City penalty area. He finds Joao Cancelo with a pass on the left-hand side, bringing City forward. Rodri's in a little bit of space. Drops a shoulder. Kante trying to press. Rodri does well. Finds it to the right-hand side. Walker now. Not happy with that and shoves Hakim Ziyech there. I think Walker was unhappy about maybe the challenge that Ziyech had made. Yeah, with his arm in his face there. That should be a free kick to Manchester City rather than Chelsea. Referee gets that one wrong. Ziyech that has his arm up first, which is why Walker shoved him. Anyway, nothing comes about of Chelsea's free kick. Trying to put the squeeze onto City. Ederson disguises a long ball forward with a short pass to John Stones. Bernardo Silva now clears the line well for Manchester City. Sarr works the ball back to Kepa in goal. He's got choices here. He's getting pressed and he forces the ball long to nobody in particular. And it's going to be mopped up this by Aymeric Laporte. Here is Rodri. City doing a lot of probing in this game. We're 19 minutes in. Not a real lot to separate these two teams yet, as of yet. Here is Rodri then. Finds a pass to John Stones. City now inside the Chelsea half. Walker back to Stones. He's going to be forced backwards. All the way back to Ederson, in fact. Who's about 30 yards out from his own goal line. He's got Aymeric Laporte directly ahead of him. He's got Rodri directly ahead of him. They use them two passes. Here is Rodri now. Looking towards the left-hand side. He's going to have to cut back into the centre. Bernardo now. Good pressing this from Chelsea and good work from Chelsea off the ball. They're not making life easy for City. They're having to do a lot of backwards passing. Foden now to Grealish. On the edge of the penalty area. Tries to get a back heel towards Cancelo. He fouls Rudiger. And that'll be a free kick to Chelsea. 20 minutes in. City 0, Chelsea 0. Weren't the greatest back heel pass from Jack Grealish, to be fair, to Cancelo. Sold him short. And someone as good as Rudiger's going to mop that up every day of the week. I think Chelsea have got an important battle on their hands to try and keep Rudiger at the club. German international wanted by a lot of clubs. Like I said, City have been linked, although I don't see him joining City. Seems to be quite full in the centre-back department. I don't see City reverting to a back three. Long ball comes forward. Laporte beats Lukaku in the air. Sarr misses his interception and Foden can come away with the ball. He's got nowhere to go. And Kovacic does brilliantly well. Finds a pass now to Ziyech. Plays the ball across to Laporte and it's cut out. And here's Stones now. Here's Rodri to Bernardo Silva. Rodri whips a ball in. It's deep towards Grealish. Knocks it back in. Rudiger nearly got there ahead of Grealish, but Grealish gets a foot onto it. Here's Sterling now. Cancelo. Back to Sterling. 3 players around Raheem Sterling. Space few and far between. Here is John Stones now. To Kyle Walker. Matty, them Chelsea Champions League balloons have got really cringy. Really cringy. I've seen some of them had special stickers made as well of Aguero and his reaction to not winning the Champions League. It's just sad. Summarises Chelsea fans up for you, though. There you go. These are the same fans that did racial chanting in Paris. So there you go. Sums up their fans for me. So there you go. Rudiger with a poor clearance straight into the head of Grealish, picked up by Kepa. He rolls it out to Sarr now on the Chelsea left-hand side, gives it to Alonso. Tuchel's instructions, push up from Chelsea. Here is Sarr once more, switching the play to Rudiger. On the right-hand side, goes long with a ball over the top, which, too much on it, picked up by Ederson. He just rolls it out to Rodri. He gives it to Bernardo Silva. On the volley, just flicks a pass to Kyle Walker. It's classy stuff. Here is Aymeric Laporte now to Joao Cancelo. He plays a lovely disguised pass forward to Jack Grealish. Up against Rudiger, feeds it into De Bruyne, squares it across, and Kepa's there to collect the ball before there's any immediate danger. I'm not too sure if that was a cross there from Kevin De Bruyne or a shot. If it was a shot, it was never on. Very acute angle. And picked off by Kepa. So no real danger there for Chelsea. Good work that from Rodri. Gets the ball back for Manchester City now. Here is Aymeric Laporte. As we're up to 66 likes, which is fantastic. Just 34 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Foden now to Bernardo Silva. Raheem Sterling. Chelsea making life very difficult for City with space. There's not much on. Could be a long distance effort needed. Rodri flicks a ball in towards Grealish. He's put onto the ground. Cancelo's going across, and good defending from Rudiger to get into the right place at the right time. As De Bruyne makes a tackle on Kante, and Chelsea get themselves a throw-in right next to their own corner flag. Good work that from Manchester City, and good defending from Chelsea. Don't think that'll be the last time I say that sentence in this watch-along. Azpilicueta strong on Jack Grealish. And the challenge in the air. So a long throw from Chelsea to try and get some metres gained, and they get themselves a little cheap free kick from Bernardo Silva through the back of Hakim Ziyech as well. So they get themselves a free kick to ease the pressure away from their goal. Here is Sarr. Oh, it's clattered by Bernardo Silva. Referee says no free kick. Here is Rodri. Jack Grealish wanted the ball. He just strayed offside. De Bruyne, he's put onto the ground. Sterling. Bernardo, back to Sterling. I mean, I'd rather have the free kick, to be honest. For the position that we're in, which is Sterling does well. Really well for City not to lose the ball, and eventually Chelsea can get it clear and out of play for a throw in there. I'd rather have had the free kick, to be honest, there. There we are. Here's Kyle Walker then with a throw-in for Manchester City. Sterling. Chelsea have intercepted. Kante. Lukaku shows too much of that to John Stones. He's going to try and put Laporte under pressure. He's just going to give it to Ederson. So that's the end of the chase from Chelsea. Here is Stones now. Bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. Laporte. Goes back to John Stones. Cancelo wants it and gets it on the left-hand side. Here's Laporte to John Stones. Walker. Seen a lot of complaining from Thomas Tuchel, and his arms up a lot on the touchline. Here's Laporte. John, thanks very much for tuning in. Stones to Bernardo now. 27 minutes in. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. No real decent opportunities in this game. Although, Chelsea steal the ball off De Bruyne. Azpilicueta. Pulisic into the penalty area, tries to get it across. Azpilicueta still got hold of the ball and the offside flagged up. And that's the end of that. And the linesman's can't believe that Pulisic has attempted to take that and he's offside. He's thinking it's amateur. He is offside. And free kick to City and danger averted. So yeah, no real opportunities. They've all just been little opportunities. No, not even any half chances. It's been Manchester City trying to make things happen against a very good defensive team in Chelsea. As a poor pass forward from City goes out of play for a goal kick to Chelsea. So goal kick, which Kepa's going to take. Gives it to Thiago Silva. Rudiger now, under pressure from Grealish. Azpilicueta. Kovacic, back to Azpilicueta. Does really well. Chelsea working their way out of a tight spot. They've done that a couple of times today and very good at it. Rudiger now. Kovacic, under pressure from Sterling. Finds his pass. Kovacic having a really good game so far. N'Golo Kante, under pressure from Foden. He finds the pass. Here's Sarr. Goes long. Inaccurate and out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Chelsea's little bits of distribution have been very good, but actual longer balls forward haven't quite connected with them as of yet. If they had, they may well have had an opportunity or two with the City high line that got it right. Here's Aymeric Laporte then. Through 29 minutes here. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 31 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. That is the like goal for this live stream once more. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. 22k subscribers is the aim. Less than 400 subs away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat. So we're now 30 likes away. The big 3-0. And the big 30. Here is Rodri. Finds Bernardo Silva. Oh no, he's given a free kick. He's given a free kick. What? He's got the ball. Anyway, 28 likes now. We're making progress. Been a very boring first half, I'm going to be honest, as my summary for this first half. Here's Thiago Silva now. I mean, it's at a point where I'm not... I don't want it to be a... I don't want a point. I want to win the game, but a point's not a horrendous result. It keeps us 10 points ahead of Chelsea. It keeps Liverpool at bay with a very difficult fixture out of the way. We've already done the job on Chelsea beating them at Stamford Bridge. So as long as we don't lose this game, it'd be great. But I was obviously always looking to try and win the game. But we'll see. As Kovacic is going into the book for a challenge on Bernardo Silva after being intercepted. I think it was Kante that was intercepted. Kovacic looking to try and make amends for that. Goes through the back of Bernardo, misses the ball, takes the man, takes his back leg, and down Bernardo Silva goes. And Kovacic into the book for Chelsea, the second player to go into the book for Chelsea in this game. Alonso already on a yellow card. Now Kovacic can join him. Perhaps that might be something City might look at as this game develops. A couple of players on yellow cards in positions where City like to have the ball a lot on the right-hand side and through the right side of centre. As this free kick is in a good position here for City to whip a ball in towards the penalty spot, you would think. De Bruyne is to take. He does do so, goes towards the back post, and it's defended out by Marcos Alonso and out of play for what should be a corner to Manchester City. I think he wants a... Not sure if he's appealing for a free kick or a goal kick there. Anyway. He's surely not appealing for a goal kick there. He can't, because it's definitely come off Alonso, so I think he's appealing for a free kick, but never came, and it's a corner here for City. What can City do from this corner then? Make it a good ball in. De Bruyne. Not a ball in. It's headed clear by Rudiger though. Cancelo wins the head back. Headed clear by Sarr. Bernardo will pick that up. Not really got much company around him, so I have to turn. And like I said, he's not got much around him, and Bernardo goes down. He wants a free kick. He can't believe it. And the linesman gives a throw-in instead. He felt like he was barged to the ground. Bernardo not happy about that. City looking to try and rush Chelsea's passing to a point where they make a mistake, although they do very, very well here, Chelsea. Their distribution out from the back's been very good. Very good. Hasn't been a great watch, this, really, has it? That's a poor pass, though, from Sarr. Past Alonso and out of play for a throw-in to Manchester City midway inside the Chelsea half. We're 26 likes now away from 100 likes. Here's Aymeric Laporte then for Manchester City. To Joao Cancelo inside the Chelsea half once more. Laporte. Gives it to Rodri. Here's John Stones. Kyle Walker. Goes with a long ball over the top. Alonso deals with it under pressure from Raheem Sterling. Kante under pressure from De Bruyne, and City do well and get the ball back here. Here's Kyle Walker now. Rodri. And Ziyech and Lukaku just trotting back there, not pressing. Allowing City the space just to casually win the ball back and then keep hold of the ball inside the Chelsea half. Can't imagine Tuchel being too happy about that, as Cancelo knocks that through the legs of one of the Chelsea players. Felt like it taking a deflection and wants to throw in, and eventually he gets to throw in. Didn't look like he was going to get it, but he does. Here's Phil Foden now to Joao Cancelo. Foden once more. Does well, twisting, turning, driving. Squares it across from Foden. There's nobody there. Alonso can pick it up now. He's got Raheem Sterling for company, and Alonso just chucks himself to the ground there under contact from Raheem Sterling, and he's grateful just to have a free kick there. What do I think of the new save standing? Seamus, good question. I like it. I like it. I like the fact that, I mean, there's just going to be seats there that you're going to stand up for anyway, so that makes it a health and safety hazard. So putting rail seating in makes it not so much of a hazard. So I like it. I like that they put it in the away end, and I'd like to see it in more places around the ground to encourage standing, because I think standing does help to generate a better atmosphere. Cold days like today, you can have a waddle around and bounce up and down, keep yourself nice and warm rather than wrapping yourself up. I think once you're in the cold and you've wrapped yourself up and you sat down, you don't really feel like getting up because it's that cold, and that doesn't do anything for creating an atmosphere, really. So yeah, I'm a big fan of atmosphere. I'm a big fan of standing. I'm a big fan of creating a really good atmosphere, particularly at home as well. I do feel like a lot of not just here, but a lot of places, they rely a lot on the away fans to generate an atmosphere in a stadium that holds 54,000 people. Shouldn't be the case. So yeah, I think there's lots of things you can do to help create atmosphere. One big stand like they've got at Spurs would help. Put that full of rail seating like the plan is at Spurs. They've got some rail seating in there. It's not all rail seating yet, or it wasn't when I was there back in October. Very steep stand that at Spurs that they've got. That's a good ball by Bernardo. Sterling, as he managed to get a corner there. Does get a corner off Sarr. Another corner for City. 36 minutes in, 0-0. Here is Foden to take. De Bruyne whacks it off the legs of Azpilicueta. He felt like it went out of play for a throw-in rather than a corner, which the linesman agrees with. So a throw into Manchester City and a waste of a corner there. May as well just put the ball into the box. Anyway. Here is Rodri to Aymeric Laporte now. As we're just 24 likes away from 100 likes. Jack Grealish to Aymeric Laporte. De Bruyne nearly intercepted again, and I think a throw-in's been given to Manchester City, and has. Vamer, thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Here is Laporte now to John Stones. Walker goes long towards De Bruyne, surely offside there. Flag's never gone up, and Rudiger deals with it. And I think the flag's going to go up now. There's just letting the phase go through. Not a rule I'm real keen on. And yeah, he was offside. About a yard offside there, De Bruyne. Couldn't get the power generated across to Jack Grealish to create an opportunity, and Rudiger had mopped that up because he wasn't to know that the flag was going to go up. So a free kick here to Chelsea. Going to be taken by Thiago Silva, man with the experience. Sitting at the heart of the Chelsea back line. Here is Sarr. Goes long. Intercepted by Stones. Won back well, though, by Kovacic. Ziyech. Here's Thiago Silva, Kovacic under pressure, and that's going to be a free kick as Bernardo Silva has to drop a little pressed forward and didn't get the ball. As we're heading towards the 40th minute now. Into the 39th minute, Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0 here at the Etihad Stadium in a game that's had chances few and far between. Here is Sarr in place for Christensen out with COVID. Kovacic, press! Grealish! Oh, it's wide! Oh, the big opportunity of the game, and Kepa comes up with a brilliant save, and Jack Grealish just couldn't poke it over the keeper. Kovacic, it was pressed, forced the mistake by De Bruyne, and Grealish couldn't get it over the keeper's leg. He was looking to place it into the back of the net. All the keeper could do was look on and hope that it dropped wide, and it did. What an opportunity for City. Corner comes in, it's headed clear by Chelsea. Oh, I said this is a game where you need to be clinical, and that was the moment, and it was Jack Grealish there at the right place at the right time. Anyway, 40th minute, still 0-0 here. Here is Cancelo. Laporte now, back to Cancelo, as well just to keep it in, and that'll be a throw into Manchester City. Hoping Jack Grealish won't lose confidence based on that. Nasty step that by Cancelo on Pulisic. And that sliding challenge. Anyway, throw into Manchester City. Not going to be any further action on that. Here's Grealish now. Does well. Gets it to Walker. Pressing forward here from City. Sterling. Rodri. To Stones. Laporte. City just looking to probe. Get up ahead of steam here. Here is De Bruyne to Foden. Go through the back of him. It's a free kick. The free kick, referee. City not happy about it. Chelsea come forward. Here is Alonso. Ziyech. Had a pretty quiet game for Chelsea so far. Sarr under pressure. Rodri putting Chelsea under pressure, and Chelsea do well to keep hold of the ball. Kovacic it is that keeps hold of it. Here's Rudiger now, although he stepped past the ball and takes down Jack Grealish, and that... What? I said, how are they giving a throw to Chelsea? What? Rudiger's just taking Jack Grealish out, and he's giving a throw-in. Anyway, City need to stay calm here and be sensible. Here's Foden up against Thiago Silva. Does well. Here's De Bruyne. Finds Cancelo. Here's Laporte once more. This game's just livened up in the last 3 minutes or so. And the fans are responding to it now. 21 likes away from 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Phil Foden. Stones. So Foden wants one. He's having to drop deep. Cancelo wants it. Slightly behind him. Weren't a great ball that from Phil. But a good ball to Jack Grealish. He can find De Bruyne. Takes one touch and a shot comes in, and it's over the crossbar from Kevin De Bruyne. And out of play for a goal kick. Get a replay of that big opportunity. It was Alonso that gave the ball away. Not a great finish that from Grealish, to be honest. Just needed a dink over the keeper when he'd advanced. Needed a little dink over the top. Would have been enough. But here we are. Anyway, Kyle Walker it is with a throw-in for Manchester City. We're nearing in on half-time. Here's Phil Foden now. Takes out Kovacic, and Phil Foden might be looking to escape the yellow card here. As we're through 44 minutes, and last minute of normal time here for the first half. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're 21 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. Here's Rudiger now to Thiago Silva. Chelsea may be looking to try and create their first opening, their first opportunity of the game right on half-time. Good time to score for either team here. And Chelsea is right on the edge of the City penalty area now, but defending here for Manchester City to do. As the cross comes in, it's blocked by Kevin De Bruyne. Antonio Rudiger picks it up. He's taken out by Kevin De Bruyne. Referee says no free kick, and City can come away with it through good feet from Jack Grealish. And he should have played the pass forward. He doesn't, and Chelsea can come away with the ball as we go into added on time here. Here's Christian Pulisic with the ball for Chelsea on the edge of the Manchester City penalty area. Azpilicueta. 1 minute that's been added on. Here's N'Golo Kante. Rudiger now. Kovacic. Feeds the ball into Thiago Silva. Pushing the ball ahead here for Chelsea. Laporte intercepts or cuts off the pass forward from Chelsea. Picked off by Sarr. Kovacic wants it. Gives it to Thiago Silva. 20 seconds or so to go until half-time. Kante makes a run. Here's Azpilicueta to Pulisic. Plays the ball forward to Lukaku. Pulisic tries to thread a ball through. Intercepted by City. Only to be picked off once more by Chelsea. Here is Kovacic. And Chelsea just working the ball backwards, and that is the minute. Referee has whistle in his mouth, and that will be the half-time whistle here. So it is Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0 here in this Premier League clash at the Etihad Stadium. It's a match of very few chances. Chelsea, one or two passes have been wayward in the final third when it needed to be accurate to create an opportunity has allowed them to have no shots in this game so far. Chelsea have defended deep, defended well, distributed well at the back, just not found their long balls forward. Manchester City found it pretty difficult to create opportunities. They've had corners, they've had free kicks. Nothing has come of avail for Manchester City as of yet. And then City finally did have that one chance, that one opening through a pressed mistake on Marcus Alonso, picked off by Manchester City, threaded into the path of Jack Grealish, one-on-one with the advancing Kepa, and his tame effort straight into the leg of Kepa, bounced wide rather than dinking it over the keeper and into the back of the net. Keeps things level, keeps it at half-time. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. So, half-time, I'm going to go through the stats for this game, draw up some conclusions, talk about the talking points, and then we're going to go and have a look around the grounds. There won't be that many games going on right now at this moment in time for me to keep you up to date with for the latest scores from around the grounds, and we do have some half-time entertainment like always. But before I do crack on with all of that, do make sure to leave a thumbs up. 20 likes away from 100 likes. Can we hit it at half-time? That'd be brilliant. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 22k subscribers, less than 400 subs away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts on what you've made of the game so far in the live chat. 0-0 it is here in the Premier League between Manchester City and Chelsea. Also, don't forget as well to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link to that at the top of my description and also in the live chat if you want to go and download OneFootball. I'm going to roll my promo video for you guys to enjoy right now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Like I said, if you want to go and stay up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, what channel you can view the game on, live commentary, and all your good footballing needs, go and download the OneFootball app. Using OneFootball right now to go through my half-time analysis. So, 63% possession for Manchester City there in the first half, 37% possession for Chelsea. In terms of duels, very good from Chelsea at 55.6%, won Manchester City at 44.4%. Aerial duels, though, City have been pretty dominant, particularly when balls over the top have come in. Aymeric Laporte and John Stones have dealt with them. 57% of aerial duels won by Manchester City, with 43% won by Chelsea. 3 offsides for Chelsea and 2 for Manchester City. Chelsea haven't had a corner yet. Manchester City have had 6, and like I said, nothing has come of them corners as of right now. In terms of attacking stats, shots from Manchester City, 5 shots, 3 on target. That one big save coming from Kepa on Jack Grealish keeps it 0-0. Chelsea have had no shots on target, 0% shot accuracy, no block shots, no shots onto the woodwork, no shots from inside or outside of the box for Chelsea. Chelsea, you haven't turned up and done anything. They've just defended and defended very, very well. In terms of Manchester City, though, 60% shot accuracy, 1 block shot, and 5 shots from inside the box and none outside the box. And I think outside the box might just be the way to go here. You never know. A deflection, a gaff from the keeper, or anything like that. You never know. I'll be having to look and try and have some more shots. 5 shots, 3 on target. I mean, I am confident if City can create another opportunity like the one we had for Jack Grealish, that we don't tend to make the same mistake twice if that does come about, then I'm confident we can put that opportunity away. I just think Chelsea are too good to allow such an opportunity to arise again. I think it's up to City to force that issue like we did at Stamford Bridge, and that was a second half goal from Gabriel Jesus, and I think Jesus would be a player I'd consider sending onto the pitch here for this game. Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, has it clicked, has it worked? Not too sure about that. I certainly think Jesus would be my option in the second half. Now, on to defensive stats. 5 tackles from Manchester City at a tackle completion rate of 60%. Very good. Chelsea, 9 tackles at a tackle completion rate of 66.7%. Very good. In terms of clearances, none for Manchester City and 4 interceptions, but 12 clearances by Chelsea and 2 interceptions. In terms of distribution, 315 passes from City at a pass completion rate of 89%. City will be looking to try and get that up towards 90%. It's difficult when a team's parking the bus, though, to be able to make that happen. So I can see that probably staying at around 89% by the time we get to full time for this game. Chelsea's pass accuracy, though, 187 passes at a pass completion rate of 84%, and considering the parking the bus, is still very good from them. And like I said, the distribution has been good. It's just been long balls forward haven't been too great from Chelsea. And when it's got to that crucial moment of them actually creating an opportunity, they probably should have had 1 or 2 shots in that game, and they probably should have had 1 or 2 very decent opportunities. They just didn't connect with them passes. And I can see the frustration that Thomas Tuchel was having, because I think this game's going to be decided on an opportunity going away, and City have had their opportunity. It hasn't gone away, and we need to hope that we can create more in the second half. And if Chelsea get that opportunity, we need to make sure that we keep them out, just like Kepa has. So fine margins is what I'm getting at. Now, in terms of discipline, 7 fouls conceded by Manchester City with no yellow cards or red cards. Chelsea with 3 fouls conceded and 2 yellow cards. The 2 yellow cards going to Marcus Alonso on the 7th minute and Mateo Kovacic on the 32nd minute. And that might just be something for Manchester City maybe to target towards them, because if there is a sending off in this game, then that could have huge implications going into the second half. Now, scores from around the ground. Premier League, Man City 0, Chelsea 0 at half-time, of course. 3 p.m. today, Burnley-Leicester's been postponed, but you have got Newcastle taking on Watford, Norwich taking on Everton, Wolves taking on Southampton are all 3 p.m. kickoffs, and later on this evening you've got Aston Villa taking on Manchester United at Villa Park, and with a 5:30 p.m. GMT kickoff time live on Sky Sports. This game, by the way, on BT Sport between Manchester City and Chelsea. In the Women's Super League, it's currently Manchester United women's side 4, Birmingham City women's side 0 in the 64th minute. And Manchester City women's side are playing at this moment in time. They're away against Aston Villa, and it's currently Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 1 in the 24th minute. In the Championship, half-time, Cardiff City 0, Blackburn Rovers 1, and Luton Town 2, AFC Bournemouth 0. Maybe a shock on the cards there in the Championship. Just having a look around elsewhere in League 2. Newport County 2, Harrogate Town 0 at half-time in the early kickoff there as well. If you're interested in the African Cup of Nations, you've got Nigeria taking on Sudan at 4 p.m. GMT, followed by Guinea-Bissau taking on Egypt at 7 p.m. GMT. International matches, everyone taking place. It's finished Iceland 1, Korea 5. In a whopping victory there for Korea. Let's have a look, see if there's any other early kickoffs from around the ground. I don't think that there is. And so that does keep you guys up to date for around the ground. Now, big talking point for the African Cup of Nations that I was just speaking about. Did anybody see that full-time whistle went in the 85th minute and then in the 89th minute and the referee ended the game? That was crazy. There was a player, Garner Drew, was it yesterday, and a player got punched. What's going on? It's crazy, absolutely crazy, but yeah, very entertaining happenings going on in the African Cup of Nations. So, we're now 15 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Nakabi, thanks for tuning in. Nadir, my full-time prediction, I'm still going for 2-1 to Manchester City. Mark, I like that. Top Banana, still going for a 1-0 victory to Manchester City. Junior, thanks very much for tuning in. If Man City get a striker, it's literally advantage. Some people may even suggest game over, but we haven't made that happen as of yet. Jamie, thanks very much for tuning in. Hello, do hope you are well. Abu saying need to change Grealish for Gundogan or Jesus. If Manchester City want to be more clinical, I agree. Jesus would be the man that I would be bringing on. And Dale, is this the last stream from the Regal chair? I can confirm that it is. And that makes me very sad. So I'll let that one digest while I put out the half-time entertainment for you guys. Andy, thanks very much for tuning in. Jamie as well, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 3-0 victory to Manchester City. So I've got my half-time entertainment. Like I said, it is the last ever time you'll see me streaming from this location and with the Regal chair as well. Let that one digest. That's sad times for you guys. Anyway, halftime entertainment provided for by my partner channel Mixed, link in the description. Go and subscribe over to him, providing a review of the very latest Sidemen vodka. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another review video, and I can proudly present the XIX of vodka from the Sidemen. I can't wait to review this. So the three things I'll be comparing is design, taste, and price. Is it worth the hype? So as you can see, guys, it comes in a box like that. Just a normal box, standard box. And that's what it looks like. So I paid £39.95, so I paid premium price. So I think it's a fair price, but one thing I will be saying, does it live up to the heights of pricing? I'd give it a roughly 6 out of 10. I think it's standard, 6 out of 10. Yeah, 6. We'll stick with 6. So now, the design, I like the design of it, because I like the pure, how black it is like that. So I like the design of it, the feel of it. And I'd give it a 7, a solid 7 for design. But now the most important thing for any vodka now is the taste. That's what makes or breaks a vodka. So I'll get my glass and I'll pour straight into it. So one thing I will be doing with the XIX vodka is I will be comparing it against Grey Goose, another premium vodka, is that's what with standard I will be comparing against. So it's a good start already. Look how clear it is. You can tell it's been 5 times distilled. Because there are no white bits, there's nothing wrong with it so far. Because if it did have white bits or any bits, I'd be sending it back straight away. Now the taste. So I like with vending vodkas because they get a little bit of a burning sensation back your throat, but that is a nice quality, it's clear, it's smooth. I'm liking it so far. Very, very nice, that's because I'm very smooth. So now I will pour from the Grey Goose, just for comparison this is. Because the Grey Goose cost me £40. Lovely. Because I just love Grey Goose. But now I can give a comparison. Because it tastes very similar. Because I'm not a vodka expert. I don't pretend to be either. But it's, for me, the Grey Goose is simply like a little bit smoother, like a little bit better. But it's nothing against XIX vodka whatsoever. I'd rate it for taste a solid 8 out of 10. That is my comparison. So overall, pricing 6 out of 10. Design 7 and taste 8. So that is a score of 21 out of 30, which is 7 out of 10. A very solid 7 out of 10. I don't think you can complain at that at all. I was going to say, one thing I do love about this vodka as well is distilled and produced in the United Kingdom, as I think it's Scotland if I'm not wrong. So it's come from Edinburgh. I think the water it was demineralised is in Scotland. But I'd have to check out the full facts on this. I think that is correct. But I think the Simon have done a very good job. I think it's been handsomely crafted. I think it's a very good produce, and I'd certainly recommend it. If not alone for collectors as well, just say you've got the Simon vodka. But I think it lives up to the hype. It's a very nice vodka. I think the boys have done a very good job.
I think that's a very nice looking bottle as well.
I think it's a very nice looking bottle as well. Because I like it. The thing that stands out for me is the black. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not often you get a black bottle.
It's different.
Apart from like your Baileys and all that. But it's different because it's a different design. It's very nice. Because for me to give it an 8 out of 10, I'd like to see a packaging with it. I know it's not common with vodkas, but what I'm talking about is like your whiskey like that comes with very nice packaging, not just in the box, but very nice packaging with it, like a collector's item. Because if they gave that, I think this would be a fantastic score. I'd certainly recommend it. Something for them to consider if they did. Would it be a collector's item then as well? Because it's a fun fact for Simon as well, why it's called XIX is it formed on October the 19th, 2013, and that's where it comes from, XIX. So a little fun fact here for Simon that. But I've been mixed. I think it's a very nice vodka. I think you should get it. You won't be disappointed at all. It lives up to the hype. You won't be disappointed. Because I'm not saying that just because they're a big brand. Because I think it's fair review. It's because if it's rubbish, I'd say it as well, but it's not. But I've been mixed. Because this has been my XIX vodka review. What do you guys think? Have you managed to purchase it? Because I managed to get it on the second batch that they managed to release. But I was lucky enough to get my hands on it, as it sold out again in the first day. So it's a rare item to get. It's because it's very hard, but I managed to get it. Because do you agree or do you disagree? Do you think it's value for money? But I've been mixed. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixed if you wish to see more reviews like this. As I do cocktails as well, I will be making cocktails with this. As I think I should make a Simon cocktail. I think it'd be very, very fitting, a Simon cocktail for him as well. But I will see you guys. But make sure you have a Merry Christmas. It's been the perfect Christmas gift for me, this. So just in time, perfect. But have a very Merry Christmas and happy holidays and stay safe. But I've been Mixed, and I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers.
Thanks very much there to Mixed for the halftime entertainment. We've had the kick-off of the second half, literally just happened just a few seconds ago there. So we'll just pop the timer up and I'll just get that up to date for you guys. And City just play a ball forward there towards Jack Grealish. But yeah, Mixed link there in the description if you want to go and subscribe over to him. That'd be much appreciated. That's him doing the Sidemen vodka review. If you want to, go and get that. It was hot in demand. It was difficult to get. Took him to batch 2 to get hold of it there. But managed to do that. And the video is actually very successful as well there for Mixed. So kudos to him. He's had a very good 2021. He's managed to join up with a YouTube partner program, which has just happened Actually, it happened in 2022, right at the beginning, but he's had a good year, is what I'm getting at. He's passed 1,000 subscribers, making some real good gains, having a good time. So, yeah, go and check him out if you haven't already. As De Bruyne squared the ball across, and Sterling feels like he was pushed. He wants a penalty. Foden's appealing for him. Sterling was nowhere near the ball, I will add there, and that's probably a good saving grace there for Chelsea. Let's do a replay of that, though. Ooh, chance for Chelsea. And Lukaku's played in, and a great save from Ederson. There was their opportunity. And a shot comes in over the crossbar from Ziyech. There was that big opening for Chelsea at last. They finally get that final pass in the final third right. Played in. Kovacic it is to Lukaku on his stronger left foot, and it's a good save that from Ederson. Really good save. Could probably criticise Grealish for being a poor finish. I could probably criticise Lukaku of the same there. Good save from Ederson. Keeps it level here at 0-0. Here is Aymeric Laporte then for Manchester City. Early warning signs for the second half that City need to be careful of. There's another pass is picked off by City, and City just needs to be careful. And Bernardo Silva not with a great pass, and eventually won back by Aymeric Laporte. Foden now plays a ball into Sterling on the right hand side. It's a great ball and a good bit of control from Sterling. Driving at Sarr, gets the better of him. Crosses it. It's a good ball in and well defended by Azpilicueta. Foden manages to drop it down, and Kante can hack that clear. Stones up against Lukaku. Stones wins the header, but Chelsea can win the ball back, and then it's a good bit of passing, it's a good bit of play, and Kyle Walker's going to put the Jets on there to make sure that Chelsea can't come away with the ball. Hakim Ziyech there. Missed Kyle Walker whilst he's been away for City. Only just made his return against Swindon last weekend. Chelsea have come out pressing and firing on all cylinders, looking for a point to prove here. Here's Pulisic. As Alonso has a long-range effort, and that's over the crossbar. Chelsea haven't had any shots in the first half. They've already had a couple of shots here in the second half, looking to try and force the issue, as Alonso just couldn't quite get it right. There was nothing in that grab from Alonso on Sterling before, but the penalty appeal that Sterling was looking for, nothing on it at all. Jamie, thanks very much for your kind comment there. Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, not 100%, but not nowhere near as bad as what I have been over the last week or so. Still having to isolate from COVID. Still got another day or two left. Hence, I'm free on Monday if I have my negative tests. Anyway, here is Kyle Walker for Manchester City now. Looks to try and play a pass into Sterling. He felt like he was blocked off. The pass wasn't really on there. One of those where I always accuse City of hesitating and they shouldn't, and then they should have. Sterling, anyway, finds Foden in the end. Chelsea can't quite clear the lines, and De Bruyne trying to thread it through. Here's Rodri. Finds Cancelo. He's good from City. Grealish now. Can he get half a yard to do something? Just drives forward. Very nice mixing. Looking forward to the review. Here is Rodri now. Has to be forced backwards. Here's Stones then to Bernardo. I feel like this game would be perfect for Riyad Mahrez. Perfect at just finding half a yard of space and making something happen. That's not a great pass from Rodri and out of play for a throw-in to Chelsea. As we are now on 90 likes, ladies and gentlemen. 10 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and in the live chat as well. If you want to go and download the free OneFootball app. Man City's last 11 Premier League games, won all 11. Scoring 33, averaging 3 goals a game and conceded 7. So averaging 3 goals a game and conceding less than 1. Not bad at all. Here's Grealish then. Gets it across the box. But no one was there for a change for Manchester City. And City have picked up the ball from deep at the other end. Bernardo now is giving it to Rodri. Walker now back to John Stones. We're now single-figure digits away. Stones plays a ball towards Walker. Headed clear by Alonso. Bernardo heads it back in towards Walker. He goes down, wants a free kick. Gets a free kick in a pretty good position. It's Kovacic on the yellow card that's committed the foul. As we're now to single-digit likes away from 100 likes. 9 likes to go, ladies and gentlemen. In the nervous 90s. If we score this match, who do I think will score? Foden. There you go. My prediction is a free kick here for Manchester City. Laporte's there. Not too sure why he stood over it. I don't associate free kick taken with Aymeric Laporte, but you never know. De Bruyne stood over it. Bernardo's also over it, whispering stuff to each other. What genius stuff have they got? Probably more of a crossing position than a shooting position, this for City. It's about 25, near 30 yards out. De Bruyne stood over it. I mean, you could have a shot. There is a wall there for Chelsea to try and protect the near post. De Bruyne. It is a cross and it's not a very good one. And it's straight into the arms of Kepa in goal. I don't think De Bruyne has had an amazing game for City today so far. Always backing someone of the quality of De Bruyne, though, to come out and make something happen. Because as known with KDB, he doesn't have to be having a scintillating game where everything's connected and everything's happening. Sometimes he can be pretty poor and then just make a moment of magic happen, because that's how good he can be. One of the most naturally gifted central midfielders I've ever had the pleasure of seeing. Here's John Stones now to Bernardo Silva. Here is Laporte now to John Stones. Here's Sterling to Bernardo Silva. John Stones picks the ball up. Plays a nice ball over the top towards Walker. He heads it down nicely to Sterling in the penalty area. Walker's just behind the touchline. Don't want to be offside. Sterling goes down, surely a penalty! And offside! Offside? What? That long ball forward. He is offside. Good decision that from the linesman. Good decision that. That was a penalty to Manchester City. That's why they flagged. The referee blows his whistle. That is a penalty. But it's offside. And so we'll never know. He is offside, so there's no check for VAR or anything. That's a good decision from the linesman. I wish they wouldn't continue this next phase of an attack. As has been pointed out before, someone's got from the next phase are going to end up getting seriously injured, and it's going to be needless because there was no advantage for City there. Just put the flag up and the play would have stopped. And we'd never have been in this position. We wouldn't have had this extra talking point. So yeah. Anyway, play continues. 55 minutes in and Man City have cheaply got themselves the possession back. Here's Raheem Sterling to De Bruyne now. In the penalty area, can't get his feet sorted, De Bruyne. And it's intercepted by Chelsea. Here's Alonso. Can't get it clear. Sterling back to De Bruyne. Rodri now. Have a drive forward. Have a shot. Doors blocked out for a corner. Come on, City. This is better. 56 minutes in, another corner for Manchester City. In the low winter sun, Foden to take. Sun in his eyes. And it's... Oh! It's towards the near post. Azpilicueta gets his head to it. And behind the net. And it wasn't really near the goal, but the camera angle suggested made it look like it was near the goal. And it's back out of play for another corner to Manchester City. Which Philip Foden is going to take once more. Philip Walter Foden. Corner comes in. Headed clear by Azpilicueta. Gets it right this time, and Chelsea can come away with the ball. Although Rodri's going to mop that up nicely. Cancelo chips it in towards Jack Grealish. Rudiger's up. Makes the challenge. Thiago Silva's there. Calm under pressure. Chelsea working it once more. Not clearing the lines. Kepa will clear their lines now. Gets it upfield. Header won by Laporte on Lukaku. Chelsea get hold of the second ball though. Here is Rudiger. He's probably going to go back to keeper Kepa. He does. He's under pressure. He goes long again. This time Cancelo wins the challenge against Ziyech, and City can have the ball this time. Here is Rodri for Manchester City. To Walker. Here is Bernardo Silva now. Driving forward. Foden with a heavy touch. Finds the pass though. Walker. Back to Foden. Tries to centralise it. Cut off by Kante. And can he find the pass forward to maybe launch a counter-attack? It's behind Ziyech, so he's going to have to come back. And he gets a free kick against Kevin De Bruyne. So there we go. I agree, yeah, KDB's been pretty sloppy in this game altogether. As we're now 8 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. I think Gundogan would be my sub for De Bruyne. Rudiger now back to Kepa. Here's Rudiger once more. Kovacic tries to dink a ball deep to Ederson and picks it up. Kovacic apologises. Had a pretty decent game other than that, Kovacic. Done his job well. Covered the space, intercepts, got himself a yellow card. Made himself known, popped up here, there and everywhere, pressed well. Had a good game. Here's Walker now to Sterling. Stones. Just feeds the ball to Ederson. Here is Laporte now, bringing the ball forward for City. Stones tying his laces. So City might not want to be intercepted here. As Liverpool know with a win, they will go 9 points behind Manchester City with a game in hand. Very good mix in. I like the sound of banging out videos. Here is Walker now to Aymeric Laporte, bringing City forward. Cancelo turns twice. Gives it to Rodri inside the Chelsea half. Here is Walker. Kovacic going to get tackled. Good tackle from Rodri. Sterling now wants to have a drive. Foden tries to give it to Sterling, but Bernardo mops it up and can't get it across, and it's picked up by Kepa in goal for Chelsea. De Bruyne wanted it on the edge of the penalty area. Sports. So we have been fine with Gundo and Bernie when KDB was out. Since KDB has come back, he's looked sloppy. A legend at Manchester City, but Pep can't be sentimental when selecting the team. I agree. It's obviously some of the quality of Kevin De Bruyne. You don't want players like that missing game after game after game, and it takes him a while to get his rhythm and find his feet. I I would say that if you start Kevin De Bruyne, if it isn't working, be more decisive with the use of substitutions is what I would say. And vice versa, if things look a little bit negative or it's not quite clicking up or you need a bit more creativity or something, then go ahead and if KDB's on the bench, bring him on. Is what I would be looking towards. What a ball that was from Ederson to Grealish. Finds his feet perfectly, controls it. He's flung to the ground by Rudiger. Grealish is asking the question of wanting Rudiger into the book. But free kick and a great ball from Ederson. Here's Grealish with a great run forward. And he goes down. He wants a free kick and gets one. Jack Grealish, couple of direct runs, causing problems. Yeah, it's just Azpilicueta's clipped him. And he goes down. It's a free kick in a good position, this for Manchester City. Definitely shooting range. I think City might cross it once more, though. I would be very tempted to have a shot on goal here. This is one of those angles where it's good to find the top corner. What's KDB going to do with it? A two-man wall, which I think they want to be a three-man wall. I think City are going to try and cross this, KDB is. I'll be looking for that near post. He does look for the near post, and it's saved by Kepa and out of play for a corner. Good stuff that from De Bruyne, finding a shot on target. It's a good save from Kepa as well. 6 likes now, ladies and gentlemen, away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 22k subscribers. That's the aim. Less than 400 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. As Bernardo Silva took that away from Phil Foden. Kepa got a fist clear on that corner. He took it away. And Chelsea are on the counter-attack now. Here's Alonso. He'll be tackled. And does well there, Bernardo Silva, to rectify his mistake. And City can have the ball once more. Rodri now with a very firm pass back to Ederson. And he just levers it clear. Still finds the City man on his weaker foot, levering it clear with Bernardo Silva. Hacked clear by Rodri. Foden picks the loose ball. That's a handball. Handball. Red. Anyway, De Bruyne, that was there for him as well. And that's going to be a throw into Chelsea. Yeah. Oh, that's frustrating. Frustrating. Here's Sarr then. Not had a bad game, Sarr, considering he's just been slotting in today for Chelsea. Can't be ideal for prep. Get chucked into a game against Manchester City as well. Cannot be easy. Stones with the header. Kovacic with the header to Alonso. Inside their own half just about here, Chelsea. Probably going to look to try and accelerate this forward. Got a good bright, 3 or 4 minutes at the start of the second half, which Manchester City have dealt with. Rudiger now to N'Golo Kante. He's going to get taken out, an advantage played. Kovacic now. And free kick's going to be given for Chelsea there. The referee deems that there is no advantage, but City had a really good position for a free kick in the first half, which the referee played an advantage for. Which City ended up getting a throw-in out of. Like, what? Why not pull it back for the free kick like he did? Like he didn't do in the first half. Anyway, Chelsea go early with a free kick, headed clear by Kyle Walker, only towards Alonso, and Chelsea get themselves, I think, their first corner of the game. So some defending here for Manchester City to do. Chelsea in front of the Chelsea fans, the away faithful, at the Etihad Stadium in the south stand. Corner being taken right in front of the Chelsea fans, which is going to be taken by Hakim Ziyech. Lukaku's forward. Sarr is forward. Rudiger is forward. Some big players there, so some defending for City to do. It should be headed clear, and it's not, but it will be cleared by Cancelo. Grealish now, he's clobbered. And out of play for a throw into Chelsea. What? And the referees overruled the assistant there. Alonso just clattered into Grealish. And a throw-in's given to City instead. Which Ederson will pick up, and Chelsea will go back to holding their number here. Which, considering this is a game where Chelsea, if they want to win the title, probably need to win. Obviously, a lot of games still to go. Are Chelsea going to try and push this forward? Anyway, Rodri does really well to find Cancelo, who's nearly sold short on his pass. Here's Jack Grealish now, back to Cancelo. 5 likes to go, ladies and gentlemen, to 100 likes. We're nearly there. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here is John Stones now to Aymeric Laporte. De Bruyne. Grealish finds De Bruyne really well. Rudiger might have him for pace here, and does. And that's a good interception. And the two players just give each other a little tap of appreciation there. That old rivalry coming back into flourishing again after Rudiger broke De Bruyne's eye socket in the Champions League final. Lukaku goes down very easy and cheap. Referee says no free kick, so City into a good position. Still another shot, and it's wide. There's a chance that for Raheem Sterling. Thanks very much, John. Appreciate it, as we're now 96 likes. 4 likes to go. What should have been a free kick on Lukaku. Bernardo Silva went through the back of his leg. So VAR might have disallowed that, so I'll take not scoring. It's cruel scoring and having it taken off you. Well, they seem to be the experts on that. As the first sub of the game happens, it's Chelsea, no surprise there, making the first sub. And it's Christian Pulisic that comes off, and Timo Werner, German international, is the man that comes on. And Hakim Ziyech is also another man that's going to come off, and Callum Hudson-Odoi is the man that comes on for Chelsea. So double change there for Chelsea in the 69th minute. City still with no changes. We've got Jesus on the bench if we want to utilise him. Ilkay Gundogan's on the bench if we want to utilise him as well. Got experienced players, Fernandinho, and also got Ruben Dias if we want to utilise him. You'd think Jesus and Gundogan would be the two that City probably would go for here. I think they've just gone with Werner for pace. I just read that Virat Kohli has just resigned as India Test captain. As De Bruyne has a shot! Oh, it's brilliant! It's the former Chelsea man, Kevin De Bruyne, with a shot from outside the box. It's a brilliant goal from De Bruyne. I was just saying before, he wasn't having a brilliant game. He looked sloppy, but he has magic about him. He can make things happen from nothing. And there is that goal to give Manchester City the lead at the Etihad Stadium, which may well cast Chelsea out of the title race here at the Etihad Stadium. It's Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0, and it's Kevin De Bruyne, the former Chelsea man, with the goal, picking the ball up in deep with a shot that beats Kepa for pace, and Manchester City lead. Let's go. And I think Kepa's going to be disappointed because that's not in the corner. He just gets beat for pace and precision and into the back of the net. And it's a good goal from Manchester City, and City lead here at the Etihad. It's Foden now to De Bruyne. City smell blood, and it's not a good pass and intercepted by Sarr, although not a great pass from Sarr, and Chelsea just panicking at the back, and Thiago Silva, calm head, gets the pass out. Chelsea now need to come forward. That will create the space. This will open up the game. Long ball comes forward towards Hudson-Odoi. Takes it in his path. Alonso now. Crossing position. Cross comes in. Back post. Azpilicueta. Oh, it's a great block from Aymeric Laporte on Timo Werner. That was an opportunity, that, for Chelsea. I tell you that right now. Whoa! Wow, this game's livened up. Right, 4 likes away, guys, from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Today's video sponsor OneFootball, link in the description and in the live chat too. N'Golo Kante's got the ball for Chelsea now. Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Kovacic does well, finds Rudiger. Here's Azpilicueta. Cross comes in. Headed clear from Stones. Jack Grealish picks up the ball. Foden now to De Bruyne. Grealish goes down. City want a free kick. Referee plays an advantage. Here is De Bruyne up against Thiago Silva. Nearly finds the pass of Sterling. If he finds him there, that would have been an opportunity. Instead, it's intercepted well by Sarr. Here's Alonso coming forward for Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi crosses it in towards Werner, gets his head onto it, heads it backwards, no one's there to help him. Cancelo will intercept. Grealish wants the ball, he gets the ball. City now 13 points clear of Chelsea, 14 points clear of Liverpool, knowing that if Liverpool win their 2 games in hand, still 8 points behind Manchester City, as De Bruyne, the goal scorer, has now gone down injured. Not good news that for Manchester City. And so Ilkay Gundogan, if we do need to make a sub, will probably be the man, as we're 3 likes away from 100 likes. So, getting a replay of the goal, it was Kepa that got hold of the ball, cleared it long. Header won by Laporte on Werner. Cancelo just feeds it into De Bruyne, drops deep, beats the one challenge of Kante, space opens up, has a shot, great hit on his right foot, must be about 25 yards out, into the back of the net. 1-0 Manchester City lead. Why couldn't this have been the Champions League final last year? As KDB is on the touchline, I think he's just signalled to the bench that he is okay to continue. Guardiola gives a bit of an applause. As KDB just has a quick drink and he'll be ready to come back on here, and is coming back on for City. Good news. Good to go. No lasting damage. Ederson then rolls it out to Aymeric Laporte. He feeds it to Kyle Walker. Big 16 minutes to go of the season here for both teams. City now will be looking for the reassurance of a 2-goal cushion. Imagine a City second goal kills this game. Chelsea, 1-0 behind, still well in it. Kante now to Kepa. Thiago Silva takes the ball. 2 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Antonio Rudiger now. He goes long. Headed clear by Laporte. Laporte's won everything in the air near enough today, hasn't he? He's been brilliant. Here is John Stones on his return for Manchester City. Plays it to Ederson. He goes long and flat and out of play. Not too sure what that was to from Ederson. Anyway, throw into Chelsea. Alonso to Sarr then. 15 minutes, final 15 minutes of this game. Kepa now to Alonso. Getting played backwards here. Chelsea need an opening. Kovacic. Rudiger now pushing forward for Chelsea. Werner nearly gets a pass right to Azpilicueta, intercepted well by Rodri. Here is Bernardo, looking for players in space. Cancelo is the man in space and does well, and that's great work. Here's Grealish now. Cancelo once more. De Bruyne is just trotting, he doesn't look right. And long ball comes forward, diagonal ball towards Foden. Foden, I think, wanted it closer to him rather than further away. Wasn't happy with that ball forward. As Hudson-Odoi does well. Beats off the challenge of Walker and John Stones. And Antonio Rudiger now takes the ball. Another minute ticks along. 14 minutes to go. De Bruyne looks tired. Doesn't look 100% out there. I would contemplate Ilkay Gundogan coming on. Honestly, I would. Here's N'Golo Kante, because Chelsea will be relentless in these final 13. Trying to make things happen. We need some fresh legs on there. Pep, please make that happen. Here's Timo Werner now. Tries to get it past Cancelo. He can't. Cancelo does well. Here is De Bruyne now. Finds Grealish. He's intercepted. Timo Werner. Here's Kovacic. Threading it through. Laporte does well. Can't play the pass forward. It looked like going to head it and it didn't have the bounce there. As we're on to 99 likes now. Just one more like away from 100 likes. Who wants the pleasure of the 100th like? Azpilicueta now with the ball. Here is N'Golo Kante. Gives it to Azpilicueta. Kante intercepted really well that by Bernardo Silva. And City looked to try and spring a counter-attack. Foden tries to play a pass in towards Sterling as he put the Jets on there against Sarr. And Foden just couldn't quite get the pass right there. Chelsea looking stretched. That high line is there. Like I said, City needs some fresh legs on into the middle. Here is Sarr. To Alonso. Kovacic. Thiago Silva now with the ball. To Antonio Rudiger. Kante once more. Rudiger. Here's Azpilicueta. Rudiger again. Here is Callum Hudson-Odoi to Kante. Driving forward. Azpilicueta gets a cross in and Ederson gathers that up well for Manchester City. Timo Werner needs to gamble there. He doesn't make a direct run to the near post. Just kind of gives up on it. Great work from Sarr. Really great work to press and win that ball. And Chelsea's going to get themselves a free kick. In a good crossing position against Bernardo Silva on Marcos Alonso. I refer back to what I was saying before. City could do with some fresh legs. Still, 79 minutes in, we've not made any subs. Chelsea making their third and final sub. Hudson-Odoi stood over this free kick for Chelsea. He's going to cross it in. He's got Sarr in the middle. Lukaku. Azpilicueta's forward. Werner's forward. Thiago Silva. Rudiger's forward. Plenty to aim for and target. They've got Kovacic. You've got Alonso stood on the outside, ready to maybe have a second bite of the cherry should City clear the initial ball. So ball gets put in. It's a really poor ball by Hudson-Odoi on the ground. Hacked clear by Kevin De Bruyne. Sterling does well, gets ahead. Foden now. Good. Nearly so good of a pass. Just couldn't quite connect it up, and City's three attackers were ready to run then. And it just wasn't right from City. Instead, Hudson-Odoi now into another good position. And it's not a great ball. And out of play for a throw-in, I think, to Manchester City. Has been a good performance from City so far. Been patient. Could easily have let our heads drop after that Grealish miss. We haven't. And a good finish from Kevin De Bruyne. Once again, like Stamford Bridge, just putting our opportunity away when it was there. As Alonso comes off and Mason Mount comes on. This is going to be a change of formation from Chelsea. This will go to a flat 4 at the back now. And Mason Mount is on to try and help Chelsea have an extra man in the middle. With less than 10 minutes remaining here, it is Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. Cancelo levers this ball clear. Here is Thiago Silva now. Sarr. They're the two centre-backs. And Hudson, I don't don't really get what Chelsea are playing, actually. It looks like a back three. I think they moved Hudson-Odoi into left wing back or left wing. I'm not sure. Anyway, less than 9 minutes remaining now. Anyway, we're 1 like away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in my description and also in the live chat. Pressing that link takes you to the download page to download the free OneFootball app. OneFootball, in my opinion, is the best footballing app out there. Keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as all the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, what channel you can view the game on, and all your good footballing needs. Go and check out OneFootball, and thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. And we smashed past 100 likes. Thank you, everybody, for leaving a thumbs up and interacting with me on this live stream. It is another 100 likes live stream. It's the last ever live stream with the red Regal chair with this background as well. Not too sure where I'll be live streaming from for next weekend's game against Southampton. All I know is it won't be from this exact chair and location. So, yeah. Very sad. Had some good memories here. I'm hoping this will be one final memory for me as well. A solid win against Chelsea at the Etihad Stadium would be brilliant. Well done there to Mixid. 3 videos grinding. I like that. Go and check him out. Link is in the description if you want to go and subscribe. Thank you very much, Andrew. Much appreciated. And thank you very much, Dan. Much appreciated as well. As we're now 7 likes away from... 7 likes. We're 7 minutes away from full time. We're not 7 likes away from anything. 110 likes is now the new aim, so 9 more likes would be great. I like the Regal chair as well. It is a nice chair for live streaming, but there we go. It is what it is. I remember us beating Real Madrid in the second leg of the last 16 in this chair. It's emotional. It's a great position. Foden! Over the crossbar. Oh, that was the 3 points for Manchester City, and it's gone begging. Gone begging away. Great work from Raz. Grealish was in acres of space. He wanted it. It was there for Foden to be hit. He just doesn't get it right. Too much height on it, and it goes over the crossbar. I like the Regal chair as well. Like I said, Real Madrid... second leg, last 16 victory back in 2020. A good memory doing that down here. Doing all the live streaming of the Champions League 2020 stages. When it went to neutral venues and being played with one leg and everything was good memories. Trying to think of other games that we've done in this. Mostly Champions League ones because I have access to BT Sport here. But yeah, I'm going to miss it as well. Bring the chair. It's not my chair. So I can't, otherwise I would. I need to get my own, but I just don't... Where I'm going to be based, it's just... I like I said, it's great for lounging. When I'm actually wanting to sit and create and do videos and make videos and everything, it's not too great of a chair when it's fit for that purpose. So I need a new one, which I'm going to try and get sorted. Might not be sorted for next week, but I'll have it sorted for... the next time when we come back after the little winter break that we have. I'll have that sorted, obviously, ready to resume. As, yeah, I'll be in my own house, so there we go. Here's Ilkay Gundogan, just come on for Kevin De Bruyne. Finds Sterling somehow. He whips it in towards Foden, cleared by Rudiger, only as far as Bernardo. Rodri gives it to Grealish, now in the penalty area. Takes an Azpilicueta, and he gets a shot away, and it's a good save from Kepa, and has he managed to keep that in? I think he has. Grealish didn't think so, but there we go. Like I said, I'd like to bring the chair, but I can't. It's not mine. I need to get my own, but I'm going to change it up. So, there we go. Oh, what a tackle from Bernardo. Or interception to get the ball, whatever you want to call it. It was great work. Time eating away now. Just 4 minutes remaining here at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. Here is Grealish for City. Gives it to John Stones. Ilkay Gundogan now to Kyle Walker. Gundogan once more. Here is Rodri. Gundogan now to Foden. Rodri. That's a great pass to find Bernardo. Bernardo now to Cancelo. Here is Grealish once more. He goes down, wants a free kick. It's going to be a throw into Chelsea. Rudiger gives it back to Kepa. City pressing with high energy here, trying to force the issue. Here is Kante. Chelsea still not out of this. Can still snatch a point. Most definitely. Still time. City need to be solid at the back. Just continue doing what they're doing. I think I'm confident if we can continue this to the final whistle, it's enough to win this game. As we're now 7 likes away from my new target of 110 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here is Sarr now. Gives the ball to Thiago Silva. We're getting towards man of the match time. I think my JSGC man of the match, I mean, I normally give it to the goal scorer when it's 1-0. I don't think De Bruyne had a great game, but a good finish nonetheless. As Ederson should intercept that. I think Jack Grealish had a good game, but missed his important opportunity with his miss. Has had a very good game. I think Kovacic for Chelsea has had a very good game, as Gabriel Jesus is coming on for Phil Foden now in City's second change of the game. I think Aymeric Laporte's going to get my man of the match for this game. He's won literally everything in the air. Even in the build-up to the goal, he's there winning it in the air to give it to Cancelo, for Cancelo to get his assist, for De Bruyne to do that moment of magic, make that run, have that shot and score that goal. So Aymeric Laporte is my JSGC man of the match of City. Look like they're on course here for a clean sheet as well. And there were some questions. No Ruben Dias. Looks like it's going to be no Ruben Dias. He's on the bench and no problem for City. But we still have a little bit of defending left to do. Still 2 minutes left of normal time plus whatever is to be added on here as Rodri comes forward for City. Good tackle from Kante. Laporte is like a brick wall. And I'm not going to get as cocky to say that we should that we're building towards champions, but what we are doing is potentially ruling Chelsea out of the title race. Not going to rule Liverpool out. We still have work to do. Just keep winning and doing what we're doing and we'll be fine. We know what it takes. We've been in this position before. We know what we need to do. We're just not going to get arrogant and cocky over it because the job isn't done, and the job isn't done until it is done. When that trophy's in our hands is when that trophy is when it's done. Until that moment, it's not. As we're into the final minute here of this game in normal time, Rudiger with the ball for Chelsea, right next to his own penalty area, which is exactly where City will want the ball to be. Kovacic bringing the ball forward for Chelsea, gives it to Sarr, playing on the left, bringing it forward again. Kovacic now. I think City have got over that can't beat Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea as Werner looks miles offside, and finally the flag does go up early for a change rather than allowing a situation to develop first. So there we go. So guys, leave a thumbs up. 7 likes away from 110 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link to that in the top of my description and also in the live chat if you want to go and download the free OneFootball app. And BT Sport have given Kevin De Bruyne their man of the match for getting that goal. But I don't think Kevin De Bruyne has had a very good game. He's got that goal. Great goal nonetheless, but I didn't think he played particularly well, and that's why I'm giving it to Laporte. He's been solid for City at the back. A few fans are leaving. Why are a few City fans leaving? This job isn't done yet. We've still got 3 minutes that have been added on here for City to defend out. To get these all-important 3 points that we're so close to now, we can taste them. Gundogan to Bernardo Silva. As Jesus has gone on the left wing and Grealish through the middle. Bernardo Silva driving forward, wants a free kick, and it's out of play for a throw into Chelsea. What? Anyway, 6 likes to go. Has the linesman changed his mind? Yeah, throw into City now. Sterling to take. And City time wasted. They're going to give it to Kyle Walker. As we've got 2 minutes to go as Chelsea fans are all shaking their Champions League balloons about. Just goes to show what can happen one-on-one in games. As Sterling does so well and is shoved to the ground by Rudiger and goal kick is given. Just goes to show what one game and anything can happen in 90 minutes with a Champions League final, because what this is showing from last season, what it's showing from this season when it's put over a stretch against the same teams, over 38 games, the marathon, the Premier League, it's very difficult to win, and City have shown they know what it takes to win it and how to do it as well, and shown they've got the mental and physical strength to go and do it. Chelsea and this set of players and the manager haven't shown that as of yet. That's a challenge that they need to rise up to, as Man City need to rise up to their challenge of showing on an individual basis over them 90 minutes, can they get the job done in the Champions League? And that's what our aim is again for this season. Hoping to go one better next season, as Grealish uses an overlap of Kyle Walker into the penalty area, squares it across and he can't get it right for Gabriel Jesus. It's out of play for a throw-in to Chelsea. And that should eat away at a few more seconds here, and there's about 30 seconds or so to go here until the full-time whistle will go, as Walker was offside. There we go. Anyway, Chelsea do have the ball. They have it right next to their own penalty area. So if they are to score, they're going to have to do it the hard way, as Kovacic, he was brought down by Bernardo Silva, and free kick is going to be given to Chelsea, which Kepa's going to take. He's going to launch this now. Final opportunity of the game. 10 seconds or so to go. Launched forward. Laporte wins the header on Lukaku. How many times have we said that? Laporte has been dominant in the air, fully deserving of the JSGC man of the match. And Grealish goes down under a challenge. And there goes the final whistle here at the Etihad Stadium. The players embrace, the managers shake hands. It's Pep Guardiola and Manchester City that come out on top against Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel, and send Chelsea 13 points behind Manchester City at the top of the Premier League. All pressure now over to Liverpool. Liverpool have got a couple of games in hand. City are formulating themselves a massive gap at the top of the Premier League. Can Manchester City be topped? That is the question. Manchester City looking very, very good towards retaining yet again another Premier League trophy. Getting brilliant victory, brilliant goal from KDB. City nowhere near at their best. Chelsea were brilliant defensively. We've managed to huff and puff, got that decisive goal, and we've shown twice this season we've got what it takes to beat Chelsea, and both times taking our opportunity and winning by 1-0. Great performance though, all in all, from Manchester City. It's job done, ticked off. We move on. We don't play again now for another week, where we'll be playing against Southampton next Saturday. This time, instead of it being the early kickoff, it will be the later kickoff at 5:30 p.m. GMT. So I will be back again for that live watch along of that game, which I'll be going live at 5 p.m. GMT for you guys to look forward to on Saturday, the 22nd of January 2022. So I'm going to go through the stats for this game. City sitting on 56 points from 22 games, 13 points clear of Chelsea, and 14 points clear of Liverpool. Liverpool now, if they win both their games, they're 8 points behind. Any points being dropped by Liverpool formulates a big gap for Manchester City. So Liverpool, they're the team to be looking out for this weekend, seeing how they get along, as KDB was voted as the man of the match according to OneFootball and matched by BT Sport. But I'm going for Aymeric Laporte as my JSGC man of the match, as Liverpool are playing tomorrow. They've got a home match against Brentford at Anfield, so that's one to keep your eyes on for. So the stats for this game: Manchester City had 56% possession compared with 44% possession for Chelsea. 50-50% duels won by both teams. Manchester City a lot more dominant in the air though, winning at 73% of their aerial duels compared with 27% for Chelsea. 3 offsides for City, 4 for Chelsea, and 9 corners for Manchester City and 1 for Chelsea. In terms of attacking stats, 11 shots by City, 6 on target, and 1 goal. That's Kevin De Bruyne that's found that all-important goal for Manchester City for Chelsea. 4 shots in that second half, 4 shots all game, just 1 on target, 1 save for Ederson to make, and what an opportunity it was for Lukaku as well. So there we go. We all do know that. Shot accuracy at 55% for Manchester City and 25% for Chelsea. In terms of shots inside the box, 9 for City and 2 outside the box, and just so happened to be that goal for Manchester City as well. 2 shots inside the box and 2 outside the box for Chelsea. In terms of defensive stats, 9 tackles for City at a tackle completion rate of 66%. Chelsea with 23 tackles at a tackle completion rate of 65%, so very good that from Chelsea. 23 clearances and 11 interceptions for Chelsea, and 6 clearances and 7 interceptions for Manchester City as Chelsea dominate them defensive stats. In terms of distribution, 576 passes at a pass completion rate of 86%. I think City will be particularly disappointed at 89% in the first half to drop down to 86% in the second half. I think that will be something that City will try and focus on to try and improve for our next game against Southampton, which is away from home. 454 passes for Chelsea at a pass completion rate of just below 85%. In terms of crosses, 17 crosses attempted by Manchester City at a cross completion rate of just over 17%. Chelsea 11 crosses at just over 18% cross completion rate. So neither team brilliant there with their crosses. And in terms of discipline, 11 fouls conceded by City with no yellow cards or red cards. 6 fouls conceded by Chelsea with 2 yellow cards. The 2 yellow cards were for Marcus Alonso and Mateo Kovacic. But the all-important goal comes about from Kevin De Bruyne with an assist there for Joao Cancelo. So there we go. That has been the live watch along. I'm going to go and film my match review, match reaction, and match analysis immediately upon me ending this live stream. I want that out by 3:30 here in the UK. So within the hour, I want that out for you guys to enjoy. We've not had too much transfer news. I'm hoping there'll be enough content for me to go and make a video for you guys tomorrow. If not, I'm going to put my creative brain and juices on to come up with a really good, enjoyable video for you guys to enjoy tomorrow. And we'll have transfer updates back for Monday onwards. It's very quiet in the transfer market, not only right now, but in particular at weekends as well. So we'll see what direction we go under. If there's big breaking news or things are coming out about things, and of course, I'll be first to do the videos first and fast, as you all know, with daily Manchester City transfer updates. So, if you're enjoying the content, loads of football and loads of Manchester City content to come, please do subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below, and not sliding across, they're on the yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. We're now only 2 likes away from my goal of 110 likes. Hopefully we can hit that before the end of this live stream in just 1 moment. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game, or in the live chat of what you made of this victory. Who was your man of the match? What went right? What went wrong? Let me know in the live chat whilst I'm live for 1 more minute. And lastly, I just wanted to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, which is OneFootball.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check out the OneFootball app, then the link is in the description and also on the live chat if you want to go and download the free OneFootball app. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as all the latest results, scores, statistics, live league tables, live stats, and all your good footballing needs. OneFootball has helped to provide all the information for you guys for today for this live watch along. Well worth having if you haven't done so already. And so, one last thing for me to do for this live watch along. Actually, I've got 2 more things. The first is I'm just going to go around the ground and update you guys on the full-time scores from the early kickoff. So Manchester City have beaten Chelsea at the Etihad Stadium by 1-0. In the Premier League 3 p.m. kickoffs, Burnley-Leicester has been postponed. You've got Newcastle United taking on Watford, Norwich taking on Everton, and Wolves taking on Southampton are all the 3 p.m. kickoffs there. Maybe you can go and check out next week's opposition, Southampton, see how they get along in their match away against Wolves. In the evening kickoff at 5:30 p.m. GMT, you've got Aston Villa taking on Manchester United, which is live here in the UK on Sky Sports. In the Women's Super League, it's finished Manchester United women's side 5, Birmingham City women's side 0. Currently in the 71st minute, Aston Villa women's side 0, Manchester City women's side 2, so they look like they're on course for another 3 points there as they're looking to really pick their form up in the second half of the season. So, and they're looking very good actually, the women's side at this moment in time as well. So yeah, glad that they're starting to find their form. In the Championship, it's finished Cardiff City 0, Blackburn Rovers 1, and Luton Town 3, AFC Bournemouth 2. As it was 2-0 Luton, they pulled it all back to 2-2. 97th minute, Kay Naismith has popped up with a winner for Luton. Absolute scenes at home for them as they've beaten Bournemouth, who are the table toppers, Bournemouth as well, yeah, for Luton. So yeah, fair credit to them. Must have been absolute scenes there at Kenilworth Road, and that's sent Luton up to 13th and over my brother's team PNE in the league table. So there we go. No early kickoffs in League 1. You have an early kickoff, though, in League 2, which has finished Newport County 4, Harrogate Town 0. So there we go. That is all the scores from around the ground for this game. The only last thing for me to do for this live watch-along now is I just need to finish my drink, so I will do that. It's done. There we go. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I'm hoping next time I live stream I'll be COVID-free, isolation-free, and ready to resume my life and all good to go. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to everybody for interacting with me. Thank you to everybody for leaving a thumbs up. We have passed my like goal of 100 likes. We passed 110 likes now as well. 120. Can we hit that in the post-production? That would be absolutely brilliant. But thank you to everybody that has left a thumbs up and helped me to achieve that goal. That is much appreciated. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed, everyone that's tuned in. Thank you to everybody that has interacted with me. And thank you to everyone that's interacted with today's video, sponsor One Football, and downloaded that as well. Absolute legends, as that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Thanks to Mick, Sid and Dad for helping to moderate the chat as well. Much appreciated. Thank you to everyone for the nice, kind comments. I'm going to go and crack on and do my review video now for you guys, which will be up within the hour. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now from the Regal Chair.